Just like the first part, I left numbers during the recording, so if you need to go back and check, please do. First moment, or the first note, is the very beginning. Like I said in the first movement, we have to hear it before we play it. We can't guess where it is because it's going to sound bad. The ballad already has to be prettier than every other song that we're playing in this entire show. So make sure you have care. Hear that first note, listen to it, know how it feels in your mouth before you do it, okay? Second one, make sure we're pushing that note rather than exaggerating, because a lot of the time during this song you guys are doing da da and it just sounds really bad. So make sure that you're pushing through the phrase rather than trying to emphasize that one note. It's a swell. So make sure that we're not forgetting it. It has to be da 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 like that. That note is our arrival point, and then there, once you make it there, then you can fall back down to the dynamic that we want. Okay. Third point, trumpet in especially, because obviously we all know, we heard it in the recording, we have to conserve our air. Okay, we're growing up to that double forte, and then we're falling, so make sure you're not killing yourselves right as we're starting that crescendo. Conserve. Once you get to the very end, that's when you can push to that dynamic and then fall. Okay, the immediate next point is we have to be quiet overall. Okay, it's a duet. Obviously it sounds different every time we do it, and we don't have our true soloists and duets here, but make sure we have to have less. Everybody who's playing there as a background needs to be softer. You're important to the harmonic sound, but you're not important to the melodic sound. So back off, give the duet their moment to shine. Okay, last moment, the fifth note that I weirdly heard was woodwinds. We sound a little confused at the end, kind of like we don't know what we're doing, we don't know what we're supposed to be playing. Make sure you know your notes, make sure that they're where they need to be. We'll go more into intonation when school starts and once the season goes around, but make sure that we're aware of what we're supposed to do at that last few phrases, that last phrase of the song. Okay, last point that pretty much goes through the entire song is the pit. We need to agree more, because most of the time, pit, you guys are doing running eighth notes with the auxiliary percussion, doing random bits and parts here and there. Make sure that if a part does line up, that it lines up. Okay, we can't be confused and off key or off centered whenever there's a certain hit that needs to be lined up there. Okay, if you have any questions, make sure to let me know and I'll try to answer it and continue on to the third movement.